Thank you, Madam President. Before we start, I think Senator Lisa Gladden, I want to recognize her and welcome her to the City Council chambers. And also joining us, walking in, is Councilman Bill Henry. Welcome. Mr. Fogelman, we want to thank you for joining us today, and it's your ball game.
Thank you very much.
Pull the mic out.
Pull the mic out.
The mic.
Absolutely.
Is it on, Richard? Okay.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Chairman Young. Thank you very much, Vice Chairman Kraft, members of the Public Safety Committee, and members of the City Council, and Madam President. Thank you for having me. My name is Stephen Fogelman. I am Chairman of the Baltimore Board of Liquor License Commissioners. I am joined tonight by Commissioner Harvey Jones to my right and Commissioner Elizabeth Smith to my right. Additionally, our Executive Secretary, Samuel T. Daniels, Jr., is behind us. We also have at least one inspector here, Mr. Fitzgerald. I'm grateful to be here tonight. We are, although we have to admit that the agency is currently in its busiest time of the year. Almost all of our employees are working across the street right now processing the 1,375 liquor license renewals that we have to complete by the 30th of the month every year. So let me first say that we are proud to have been appointed by Governor Martin O'Malley last April for a 2-year term. When the governor appointed us, he empowered us to make the agency more transparent, more responsive, and more effective at enforcing the city's liquor laws. We believe we are meeting that challenge. As you know, we are a state agency and we have been in business for 74 years. Some of the problems facing our neighborhoods with respect to liquor licensing issues have been around for at least 74 years, while other problems are more recent and some problems are just appearing on the horizon, like the effects of the smoking ban as patrons go outside to smoke. I ask you to consider that this board has been in business for 1 year. I ask for the public's patience as we let aggressive inspection and due process run its course. Let me also thank the City Council not only for inviting us tonight, but for their tireless work before the board over the last year, mostly in your individual capacities addressing problem bars and liquor stores in your own districts. Almost every member of this council has written letters to the board, and over half of you have personally testified on behalf of your constituents before us. We live in a city with enormous potential, and this liquor board is delighted to be a partner with city government in doing everything we can under state law to make Baltimore a better place to live. Our accomplishments over the last year include the implementation and integration of 311 in CityStat, a record number of sales to minor cases, including enforcement and convictions. That's over the last 7 months, we've netted $100,000 in fine revenue, and that goes into the city's general fund. We're proud of the ordered closure of several troubled hotspot establishments in this city. We are proud of the permanent hiring of Chief Inspector Ralph Gilliam. We are proud of the return of our administrative coordinator, Douglas Page. We've also done extensive outreach with communities and police community relations councils. We also believe we've had unprecedented cooperation with City Council, with the City Council and with the Council President's office. And I really must thank the employees of this board for all that we have accomplished over the last year. We are excited and gratified by the concerted effort of this board and its employees toward achieving improvement. Briefly, I want to tell you about our recent session in Annapolis. We believe it was a great success for both the Liquor Board and the citizens of Baltimore. We proposed legislation to regulate bottle clubs. That legislation passed and is awaiting the governor's signature. As of today, though, bottle clubs are a very inelegant creature of law. As of today, they aren't regulated in any way, shape, or form. In fact, an applicant simply has to file a form with the Liquor Board, and the board has no enforcement over a bottle club. In the recent past, an applicant who tried to buy a liquor license and who was denied that license by the board and the neighborhood simply became a bottle club the next day by filing a form. Yet the Liquor Board has no jurisdiction over them. I'm proud to say that that situation will probably never happen again. The new law treats bottle clubs like other licensed beverage establishments in the city, allowing for enforcement by our agency, allowing for a public hearing, and most importantly, allowing the board to deny a request for a bottle club. Since she's here, I must thank Senator Lisa Gladden, who is a sponsor of that bill. Now, with respect to what may become the crux of the hearing tonight, we'll call them taverns in name only, and the enforcement of BD7 laws. The problem has been around for 3 decades. It is an unlawful business advantage. It is a violation of the public trust for a tavern to operate exclusively as a packaged goods establishment. Liquor stores are limited to 6-day operations, whereas a tavern license allows you to open 7 days a week. The board is working with community groups, KGRO, MOLBA, the Maryland Unified Licensed Beverage Association, and in fact all members of the beverage retail community to vigorously ensure fairness and compliance. We are proud to have worked in cooperation with the police department, the Baltimore City Sheriff's Department, and the cadet unit of the Maryland State Police. Additionally, we're proud to work with the health department regularly on the social club task force. The Sheriff's Department and the cadets have been superb in our joint sales to minors operations, and we commend them. We also commend the officers of the Baltimore City Police Department who simultaneously and independently enforce the liquor laws and come before the board for violations hearings. The Liquor Board, unlike the district court, has a lower standard of proof than a criminal case. We only require a preponderance of the evidence to find a violation, not guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. That translates into more convictions at the Liquor Board than in court for our officers, and they know it. There are many cases involving charges from underage drinking, drugs, gambling, and prostitution where the criminal matter was dismissed or placed on the stat docket in court, but when the companion charge subsequently came before the Liquor Board, the licensees faced much more serious repercussions, including having their license revoked in some cases. We understand that a liquor license is a privilege. Our neighborhoods understand it, and most of our licensees understand it. And it is our job to continue to make sure that those licensees understand the consequences and the responsibility of possessing a liquor license in the city of Baltimore. I look forward to your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. We're also joined by Councilwoman Ricky Spector, who just joined us. Thank you. Madam President? Okay. Okay, no questions. We're going to go right to no. That's what I was saying. Anybody had any questions?
No. I do have questions. I thought we were going to have more speak. I do have questions.
No, the chairman spoke for
okay.
for the board.
Then can I can go? Okay, perfect. Given that many of the operators of the liquor establishments in Baltimore speak English as a second language, how does the board manage communication with the licensees that aren't fluent?